Austin Butler's hips don't lie. He becomes the king of rock and roll Elvis Presley, possessing all of his significant quirks and emotional inflections in Baz Luhrmann's Elvis. Following its June 24th theatrical release, Baz Luhrmann's Elvis has made a dominant showing at the box office. With an $85 million budget, the biopic has made over $200 million worldwide. Its box office success places Luhrmann's film in the company of Bryan Singer's Bohemian Rhapsody, which chronicles the life of Queen's Freddie Mercury. Bohemian Rhapsody is currently the highest-grossing musical biopic, having made over $900 million at the box office. Luhrmann's film currently ranks second behind it. What has received the most praise from critics and viewers, however, is Austin Butler's leading role in Elvis Presley. The passion and warmth that Butler brings to Elvis radiates throughout the film and has many dubbing him an early favorite to at least earn an Oscar nomination. What's up there, viewers? Today, we'll discuss whether Austin Butler will win an Oscar for his Elvis performance. So stay tuned and be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. And let's not also forget to hit that notification bell just so you're never late to the party. Let's go, guys! Butler isn't the only person to have a strong performance in a musical biopic, but his execution of Elvis is certainly out of this world. From his mannerisms to his voice, there's very little to chastise in his performance. Prior to the film's official release, Elvis's teaser trailers gave brief glimpses into Butler's performance, including Elvis's distinctive accent. Butler mimics Elvis's tone both in his speech and his vocals exceptionally well. In the early stages of Elvis, which depicts the musician's discovery and early performances, it's Butler's actual vocals that are used for musical numbers. Butler's own performance works well with the sound mixing, making it difficult to notice any drastic differences between the two voices singing some of the same songs throughout the film. Prior to its release, there were several names in the running to portray the king of rock and roll in Luhrmann's film. Before Butler was cast, Miles Teller, Harry Styles, and Ansel Elgort were among the names cited as frontrunners for the role. The right decisions were made, and the role landed with Austin Butler. In each phase of Elvis's life, Butler has a number of memorable scenes. One of his most jarring is about a third of the way into Elvis. After the death of his mother Gladys Helen Thompson, Elvis is seen in her closet clutching her clothes with a tear-stained expression. The scene is shared between Elvis, the memory of his mother, and Colonel Tom Parker, Tom Hanks, who infiltrates the tender moment to goad Elvis into sitting for pictures outside Graceland. The moment begins to further illustrate the exploitative relationship between Colonel and Elvis that serves as the backbone of Elvis. Despite sharing the screen with a well-known name and face in Hanks, Butler is the one that commands everyone's attention, including the real-life Presley family. Oscar-worthy favorable moments. Number 1. In Elvis, Austin Butler does 3 things that the Academy loves. He physically transforms himself thanks to makeup and prosthetics, plays a historical character as the king of rock and roll, and sings many of the songs himself in the film. Number 2. Plus, his acting is about as maximalist as it gets. If we see the last winners, including Will Smith, Joaquin Phoenix, Gary Oldman, Leonardo DiCaprio, and more, the Academy loves to reward actors who cry and scream much of the story. 3. A few years ago, Rami Malek won for playing Freddie Mercury in the Queen movie Bohemian Rhapsody, proving that the Academy rewards this type of film. 4. Nevertheless, Elvis has much better reviews than Bohemian Rhapsody, although far from being a global acclaim. This could give Austin Butler another boost to take the statuette at the 2023 ceremony. 5. In particular, there's been much praise given to Butler, both from critics and filmgoers. A peek at social media reveals how many fans were left blown away by the actor's performance. One viewer of the film posted to Twitter, "I genuinely can't stop thinking about the Elvis movie. It was incredible, like Austin Butler played that role so well. He'd better win a million Oscar awards for that acting. Not to mention how gorgeous he is." Another Elvis viewer wrote, "If Austin Butler doesn't win the Oscar for Elvis, I might have to join the Academy Awards are a load of rubbish anyway camp. Absolutely stellar performance." 6. One of the great points of Elvis is that it's been a complete success with the audience and the public loves it. More than $260 million worldwide, became the highest grossing original drama since the pandemic began. Points in against. 1. Unfortunately, Austin Butler has a big drawback for the 2023 Oscars: his age. At only 30 years old, the actor struggles with multiple statistics that show that the Academy always preferred to award older and established players. 2. Also, the actors in the competition meet the requirements. According to Gold Derby, the favorite to win is still Hugh Jackman by The Sun, while Brendan Fraser follows him with The Whale. However, Austin Butler is in a comfortable third position. 3. Austin Butler's chances at the Oscars really depend on two things. First, that he maintains the support of the audience, those who strongly campaign for him, and second, and perhaps more importantly, that Hugh Jackman and Brendan Fraser don't overshadow it with their performances. But what are your thoughts on this? Is Austin Butler's performance in Elvis Oscar-worthy or not? Do share your views in the comment section below, and if you enjoyed the video, then do check out some of the other stuff on our channel too.